because now you know I used to be a chef, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I used to be an executive chef. I have used to run 12 restaurants in Atlanta, Georgia, and I have interviewed and hired hundreds of young people. And so one question that always comes up, and you might not even think that this is a question about ethics, but it actually is. You might miss it. But that is, so what are your weaknesses? My weaknesses, yes. What are your weaknesses? You're like, wait a minute, does that have something to do with your ethics? Yes, because I'm looking to see how you actually answer that. I asked a guy one time, so what are your weaknesses? He said, well, my only weakness is that I never go home. I work too hard. I never want to clock out, right? Now, I'm sitting up here like, come on, bro. No, I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to convince me that it doesn't have any weaknesses, right? Is that ethical? No. Think about that.
Yeah, everybody has weaknesses.
Right.
They might not realize they have.
They might not realize it, or they might be trying to hide them.
That's true.
So they're afraid of being authentic. And that's not cool. So part of ethics is also not being afraid to be yourself. A better way to answer that question, hey, listen, you might want to write this down. I'm telling you, okay, I'm serious.
Where's my pencil and paper?
You didn't bring it? Well, you can watch the video again too, but you need to be taking notes, right? Okay. Now, so someone says, what are your weaknesses? The only thing you have to say is, look, one area that I'm always focused on, or one area that I'm always trying to get better in. Notice I didn't say one area I'm weak at. We don't say I'm weak. You don't do that. Say one area I'm always focused on, one area I'm always working on is this. It could be whatever. Organizational skills. I'm working on my creativity or whatever, time management. And you say, one area that I'm always working on is this. And what I do about it is this. So what you did is you identify something you need to work on, and you show how you're not going to allow that to keep you from getting your job done. So what happens is it shows you're not afraid to be authentic. You're admitting that you do have a weakness or something that you need to improve on, and that's great. And so you're showing a little bit of transparency, a little bit of transparency, and a little bit of authenticity. Therefore, you're coming across not only as someone who is skilled and showing soft skills, but you're coming across as somebody who is ethical as well.
Yeah, so when we talk about weaknesses in a job interview, how would I answer that question?
What you got? How would you answer that?
My weakness is this,
okay,
but this is what I'm doing to improve my weakness.
I like that. That's hot. I can get with that too. And so as you know, here in Skill Talk, we always tell you Skill Talk is real talk. I just got finished saying there's no one way to answer questions, no right or wrong answer. And so you might find multiple ways to answer it, but the way to answer it, once again, is in an effective manner. And so I know, Dr. Lee, pretty soon you're going to be giving a talk on ethics coming up soon?
Yes,
okay.
In a couple of weeks I will be going to Cleveland.
Okay.
And I'm giving a talk on how ethics improves the safety culture.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So that'll be good then. So you're going to give us some tips on being ethical. That's good.
Yes.
I think the challenge in that is that, and we always like to give our viewers a tip before we get ready to wrap this up. We always say, well, we're going to help you improve your soft skills. So how do you help somebody become more ethical? We were talking about this off camera. We don't know how to do that.
Well, you always have Duncan Nuggets.
Well, I got Duncan Nugget for you, but I don't know how to help you be more honest, show more integrity, things of that nature. You either want to do it or you don't, okay? So when we say becoming more ethical, the tip is hard. It's hard to give you something specific, but I will give you this $1 million question. If people knew the real you, would that help you become more successful? See, the answer to that question will help you figure out whether or not you're operating in an ethical manner. So that's what I got on that one.
Yeah, that's called transparency.
That's what it's called. That is exactly what it's called. So okay. You got any more ethics?
No.